Test 1 2, 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 test 1 2.
There's some whores in this house. Hold up. Certified freak. Yeah. 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy make that pull out game weak. Woo. Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy.
Bring a bucket
And a mop for this wet ass pussy.
give me everything you got.
For this wet ass pussy.
Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm a surprise. Let's role play, I'll wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream out in public, make her sing. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me.
Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. Good evening. Happy
Happy
Saturday night.
You really ain't never gotta fuck him for a thing. He already made his mind up for he can. Get your boots and your coat for this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy. Look, I need a hard hit.
We are under a blanket of snow in New York.
Not a garter snake, I need a king cobra with a hook in it. Hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy A1 just like his credit. He got a beard while I'm trying to wet it. I let him taste it, now he diabetic. Don't wanna spit, I wanna go, I wanna gag, I wanna choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging in the back of my throat. My head game is fire, Punani, Dasani is going and drying, it's coming out soggy. I ride on that thing like the cops is behind me. I spit on his mic and now he tryna sign me. Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch. Handcuffs, leashes, switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beating. In the food chain, I'm the one that eat you. If he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder. Big D stand for big demeanor. I can make you bust before I ever
All right, let's
meet
do
you.
it. Let's do it.
If
Let's
it don't
Live is when we get to let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The things that I've seen. Y'all can let me know. Let's get into some mess. Absolutely. I got it ready. I got it ready. Health profiles. We find out moments of suffocation. It's just
We're gonna get to it
because throughout the week I see a lot. I hear a
Oh
lot.
Lordy Lord. Oh Jesus.
That's what he said.
Oh Lordy Lord. Oh
Having the
Jesus.
suspicions that he wasn't working. He was just playing dress up for us. Some of the stuff is not memorable. Like when people attack me and shit like that in these streets, it's never memorable. A homosexual, whether male or female, when I see one. Drop a bomb on that.
Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I am Juanqui, and welcome to my world. Drop a bomb on that. I gotta drop a bomb because I'm telling you, every time. So we just finished recording the next episode of the J&H podcast. It's in the can. So, but whenever Incredible Hulk makes his way around the studio, shit ain't never left the right way. Drop a bomb on that. So now I'm here looking for a specific sound effect that I need. I must have this sound effect or else I'm going to feel a little bit, out of place. Let's see. Should be in recents. Here it is. That's it. Okay, I have to import it again. I don't understand. I am going to have to, we're going to have to figure something out. We're going to have to figure something out because every single time that he steps into the situation, things, he does a good job with the podcast and all that, but I cannot work under these conditions. I feel like that's not even my standard clap. Well, thank you. Yeah, that's not it. We will fucking figure it out later. If you have stumbled upon my channel, I am Juanqui and welcome to my world. I'm a cornucopia of stuff, okay? I don't know what I'm doing here today, but I hope you're doing well. We are New York City. I think the East Coast is under a blanket of snow. We got like 5 or 6 inches. So we've been dealing with that. We also just finished recording the latest J&H podcast, which should be coming out on Monday, anywhere you get your podcasts and all that. Ms. View has entered the room. He isn't leaving your shit where it was. My Hulk, boo, laughing out loud. Listen, let me tell you, Ms. View, I don't know what's gonna make it to the on air, but I had to read him. Ms. View, you know that the last episode of the J&H podcast, he had me on standby for an hour and 45 minutes. Drop a bomb on that. Now today I was lucky, Miss View. Today I was on standby for an hour and 35 minutes. So I guess 25 podcasts from now, I'll be able to be on standby for just 5 minutes. And then yes, the contraption is not the same. My microphone, my music box, my FX box is all effed up. The couch is further back. The lights are twisted. I just cannot operate and deal with this. I told him we must have a production meeting immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, because we are under a blanket of snow, because I am taking preventive measures, because I feel a little tingling in the back of the throat, and it's not my Incredible Hulk, okay? And I feel a nasal drip starting to ooze his way out the back passage onto the little uvula and onto my throat, okay? I don't have tonsils. I had those removed, Miss View, when I think I was like in high school when I got my tonsils removed, and it was the best thing, Miss View. It actually helped my asthma. My God, these fucking people and this long ass applause. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one. Okay. I can't. I have to go back in here. I see it where it is now. I'm not wearing my contacts. So that's it. That is it. Even the applause you saw, it was some other type of people. Now these are, thank you. Oh, you're so kind. Oh, look at you. Thank you for coming. Yes, Miss View. Yes. And then the word diva came into the picture. No, not like Rodney Devo and his divos and the divas. No, he tried to say I'm a diva. He tried to say I'm worse than Mariah Carey, traveling with her own lighting crew to be lit. And to that I say, you should never leave your home as a performer without proper lighting. And he was like, and she brings her own makeup. Well, are you supposed to share the little, pumps and screens and little mushy things with other people? Absolutely fucking not. That's not being a diva, Miss View. That's being hygienic and being prepared. I just finished paying the last of the college loans last month. Okay. Oh, and I'm not supposed to sound my T's anymore because apparently I'm popping microphones. I popped the microphone. This one is like jacked up. So he ordered me a new one. We have some other ones that we use for the podcast, but apparently I'm not supposed to be myself anymore. I was saying this is ginger root, Miss View. Just ginger root, raw doggy right onto the pot with hot water. A little bit of honey to sweeten it, because honey is really good. It's not just a sweetener, but it's really good. And I also squeeze half a lemon in there. Okay, this is what we're having. He is currently in the kitchen making me dinner. Y'all are doing a lot over there. Listen, then he said I was a diva. I'm not asking for too much, Miss View. All I'm asking is for me to come into the studio to record our podcast and for him to be ready, prepared, and available to start the show. That's not a lot to ask. It's no reason why I'm sitting. And I was trying to explain to him, okay, I've been doing things around the house. We put the last of the Christmas stuff away, the last Blantuses. Then I also had to prepare for the taxes. Miss View, the taxes is coming up. And I have learned a lot through a long periodical of time on how to do taxes. So I put everything in there, Miss View. I will put my haircuts if I could put my haircuts, but I can't. I can't. Not yet, anyway. But there is a way that you can put your haircuts in there, Miss View. Do you know that? There is a way. There is a way. But so I had to gather all of the things. So the things, my dentist appointments, when I got my contacts, all the medical, you can put your CVS co-pays in there when you go to the doctor, all of that. I had to gather all that stuff. Then, I'm like, all right, yes, expenses for the show. And you could put a bunch of different things, Miss View. So I'm gathering all the things of the things. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm here. And it's an hour and 35 minutes before it's go time. I have to also do a show later tonight and cook dinner. So he took over the cooking of the dinner. So at some point he's going to click in here and say dinner's ready. All right. But yes, expenses for the show. And if you have registered as a business or whatever, you can put a whole bunch of stuff in the wardrobe, half the room of the studio as rent, all of that. You can. Listen, the rich do it, so why can't we? The rich study the tax code throughout the whole year so they could do a massacre come January, February, March, April. All right? There's no reason why we can't do it either. Do you pay taxes? I pay taxes, so we can do it. Drop a bomb on that. Absolutely. That ginger is good. I know it's going to make me feel good in the morning. It's, it's also good for it's a good diuretic. It makes me pee, you know what I'm saying? And it settles my stomach. And if it needs to flush me out, it flush me out. They give the rest away. Then give the rest away. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. Saturday night, this is like the second Saturday of January. I said, let me come through and do a little bubble on refresh, renew. What did I call this? I didn't use the machine to do it. Refresh, reinvent, and renew. Okay. It's January. We all have our New Year's resolutions and things like that. Hello, Love Blake. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well today. We are under a blanket of snow right now. We are frigid. We are cold. Next week, Tuesday, is going to be like 9 degrees. 9. That's a single digit degrees. So, but I hope you're keeping warm wherever you are and that you are resting and chilling. I'm here having some ginger root tea and just running my mouth, jaw jacking. I just came from jaw jacking with Incredible Hulk. Drop a bomb on that. We jacked at Miss View for several hours. Because if you think about the time that he made me come into the studio without him being ready. Had me coming up in here without him being ready. And I'm like, well, how long is it going to take you? And he said, oh, it should just take me a few minutes. An hour and 35 minutes later, I could have came at that point. But no, he had me come early. I came early. Then I had to sit there for a whole hour and 35 minutes waiting on him. Drop a bomb on that. I understand he's my loving husband and I'm happily married. But I don't think I should wait that long, an hour and 45 minutes for him to finally come with it. I hear him laughing through the walls. Which, if we took that commentary even further, if we went down the line laughing through the walls, I cannot. I just want us to be better. And granted, it's just the second week of the year, but I don't have the time or I'm letting him come along, because I understand I'm the one who just finished paying the college degree for the theater portion. I'm the one with the theater degree, right? And I just finished my loan. So I understand that how all this operates and the importance of being ready when it's time to be ready. I said, do you think JC is waiting for an hour and 35 minutes? No, he just wants to come and do it real quick. All right? I want to just come and do it. Anyway, it was a really good conversation, Miss View. And he shared a lot. I let him just vent. He produced this one, ladies and gentlemen. Drop a bomb on that. He produced this episode. We are alternating in production of the episode, but he got to speak. I always love listening to him talk. And Hulk got you spoiled. No, Love Blake. No, I am a professional, and we run a professional operation here. Okay. If we wanted to just play with a microphone, we didn't have to do all this. If we wanted to play with each other's microphone, we didn't have to. No, there is lights, there's production. That piece of machinery is $7,000. Drop a bomb on that. That's the Mac. The Mac where I do all that's $7K. That was a $7K Mac right there. We have invested way too much for him to have me wait for an hour and 35 minutes. And then he said, "You a diva." A diva? No, I'm a professional. It's the way I have been bred. Oh my God. I need to get off these conversations and these names and these words. I can't. I'm sorry. Let me just focus. Let me focus. Y'all see where my mind is at tonight, right? Saturday night. Putting in that work. I've been putting in that work since earlier, Love Blake. Since earlier. I was telling the folks that we just finished recording the podcast. This one is about, when Miss View and Love Blake, when do you, especially as a man, when do you say, that was my past, this is my present, and this is what I want my future to be? When do we stop using the bad family vibes and the poor, racing and all of that as a crutch for acting a damn fool later on in your 29s, 30s, 35s, and even 40s? When is enough? So we dig deep. Hulk dug me deep with those questions. He was giving me the Spanish Inquisition, asking me left and right. So hopefully it's an honest spoiled diva. Drop a bomb on that. Not the spoiled diva. No. You know what it is, Love Blake? You know how they say older people don't give a F? Older people don't give a F? I feel like that. I feel like as much as I have done in my life, and I've been able to support myself, take care of myself, pay my bills, stay out of jails, stay out of situations, took care of my body. I require a different caliber, and this has had me walk a lonely life, meaning there's not a lot of people around, at least not anymore. But I have all that I need, which is my Incredible Hulk, the love of my immediate family, the nuclear family, and I'm happy-go-lucky. I have a couple of friendships and relationships that mean a lot to me, but for the most part, because I've done, I've really tried and done the best that I could. I don't have the patience or the energy. That's why when I see somebody, a millennial, boo-hoo crying that and on social services, and I can't do anything. Like, get over it. Drop a bomb on that. Okay, your mother was a whore. Your daddy was absent. Your grandmother knew you was prostituting, and you ended up being a prostitution whore, a crack whore on the streets. At what point do you say, okay, that was all fucked up and that was back then, but this is me now, and that's what I want to change, and take your steps? And then there was a debate as to, well, do people from the hood really have resources? And Miss View, I took the opposing view. Because don't tell me, okay, fine, we all have the circumstances. I've grew up in like 3 or 4 different projects. Yeah, I know the story about me coming out to school, hitting the door, and it's the guy that they just clack and put him right at the door as I was trying to go through. It was his head that I was hitting. Yeah, that's one story out of many stories from the hood. Did I stay in the hood? No. The information was out there. When somebody came to the school and talked about college, I paid attention because that was going to be my ticket out. Either college or either the military. They are avenues for people to get the fuck out. Drop a bomb on that. So I took the opposing view. I don't, hold on. Let's just go ahead and do it. It sits right here. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the world's smallest violin. Okay? I could whip it out. There goes another analogy. I could whip it out and play it. You see it right there? Okay? We can all, the stories cannot, no, especially as a male. I have a little bit more of a soft spot for females, you know. I have a soft spot, but for a male, you're supposed to, gay, straight, tri, whatever, you're supposed to be able to do the damn thing. Period. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. So that should be a very salacious podcast that's coming out in a couple of days. It is what it is. I am tough on crime. I'm like tough hands. Like, it's just because I'm the way that I am because people in my life were tough to me and with me, and that prepared me for the world and allowed me to make my proper choices. You know, there's always something you can do. Always something you can do. You don't have to be 30-something years old, not doing anything with your life, just hanging on to that free housing because of health profiles or whatever the case may be. Like, no. You can go out and still make a difference in your own life. I'm not even asking you to make a difference in somebody else's life because I don't even give you that much. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to make a difference in other people's lives, you should really have your shit taken care of first, because there's nothing worse than going out there preaching something that you're not living yourself. Drop a bomb on that. And sometimes a lot of these activists and these community people are out there, don't do drugs, kids, don't do this, don't have unprotected sex, the HIV, the AIDS, the thing. And they're the first ones to be in their house, cracked out with sex parties, no protection, all of that. Like if you're going to preach something, you should be living it. Which is, I always, when it comes down to like mentorship and stuff like that, all growing up, people always wanted me to mentor. Oh, you should be a mentor. I'm like, no, I'm not ready to be. I need to have my shit taken care of. I need to live life so that I can really, be able to offer some advice. Like, I don't need to, like, you know what I'm saying? So, very salacious topic. But for today, I said refresh, reinvent, and renew. It is January. Every January, we have our New Year's resolutions and things like that. I like to start my resolutions in December because I feel like it prepares me to give it a try, see what works, what doesn't work, fail, pick up again. Like, I have a couple of weeks to start that. So I to work that and troubleshoot that. So I like to start them like December 1st. And so, but then come January, I always like to think about what the reinvention is going to be. Refresh, reinvent, renew. Right? Refresh meaning we just came out of a whole year and everything that went on, all the dramas and the stress, plus the holidays, having to host people, deal with family. Sometimes people come out of this holiday season going into January with debt. Drop a bomb on that. With debt, credit cards maxed out on the whole nine because they were trying to, they needed to buy things or, show appreciation to some, like. And so they're starting already on empty. I say try to start, if you're starting on empty, do the things that you need to do so you can refuel a little bit and you can refresh. We like to take like a February, March vacation. Unfortunately, given everything that's going on and how I'm running the calendar, Miss View, this year, we won't be taking double vacations this year. Drop a bomb on that. But we do have something coming up, something lined up. We're very excited, but it's still a couple of months away, about 90 days or so away. So we see it, but it's still not there. But it's important for you to take care of yourself, refresh, whether it's you stay, do a staycation, stay home a couple of days, call out if you need to, if you have vacation time renews in January for most people. That will be fun. We are so excited, Miss View. I have booked everything already. The dinners, all of that. I am already starting to think, and this is what I do. I start thinking about my vacations and planning, and that's what helps me get through the weeks before I get there because I am tired. Yeah, it's still a bit away though. Yeah, it's about 90 days. I have a counter on my phone. But about 90 days, Miss View, and now I'm starting to think about the what I'm gonna wear, because there's a couple of nights that are theme nights. So I'm trying to find a costume maker here in New York City that can make me some pieces, because I want to, you know, the little gay boy in me still wants to be on a float gyrating with some wings, G-string, and some Nike Dunks on. But because that is not happening for a long periodical of time, I want to be able to design something that I know nobody else is going to have there, and it's going to show some skin. I've already told my husband, I will be showing skin. You know, I will be showing skin, so we're going to have to figure out how you're going to get over it. But with the skin will be making its appearance. The good thing about my husband, Miss View, is that when we travel, this is the last part of the lemon is down there. When we travel, he's a little more flexible, you know, because we're in the middle of, you know, nowhere or whatever. So I'm able to wear things that are more revealing, and we don't give a F, you know. So I'm trying to design some of these pieces, because sex sells. Not that I'm for sale, but sex sells. And as a performer, you know, a show boy, I want to be able to show some skin and just be, I want it to be sexy, but I want it to be in theme with the colors and all that in theme. Sexy, but also classy. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fine line to theater. The theater at the end of the block. Teetering. The line. Lip seat, tip of the tongue. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the tea actually gave me a lot of fucking energy. Miss View says, then you will have all that curly flow. Miss View, this morning, I swear to you, this morning I got out of the shower and I had my hair, because I put my shower cap. Because it's snowing and the whole night we were going out food shopping, I didn't want to have wet hair when I went out, so I have a shower cap. I took my shower cap and I was like, I started combing out. I was like, oh, this is going to be the tea when it's almost like a show. When the trip comes, I was like, it's gonna be my afro. Plus, I'm gonna have my revealing things, and it's gonna be the bomb. I see what you're doing. Yes, Miss View. I had it planned. I was like, that's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm slowly putting it together. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, because we are doing certain things in our personal life. We just cannot take time off. We really cannot take time off like that. So this is going to serve as our getaway for the year, / romance / just meeting people and enjoying it. So I'm really excited. I booked all of our dinners, because we had access to do that already. I booked the tickets going in, the whole nine. So I have everything already planned. I have everything already scheduled. I want to see what the trip leader, what they have to have in store for us and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm looking forward to spending some time with my husband, Incredible Hulk, away from the States, just me and him, reconnecting. Hopefully he won't make me wait so long. He'll just let me come and it'll be right there. Drop a bomb on that. Shit. He is losing weight and doing dance videos. Have you seen it? He was, I was like, oh, I was waiting for mother to do a dip. When he did the reveal, because he's been revealing slowly. But when he did the reveal, I was like, Hulk, come here. I was like, Hulk, how did he do this? I'm like, how did he do this? When we saw the entire reveal, I was like, I've never seen him like this. We've never seen him like this. Good for him. Good for him. Speaking of refresh, reinvent, and renew, Mother Trisha Lane has done all three, and left the children gagging. I was like, wow. Inspiration right there. Good for Mother Trisha Lane. Absolutely. I just know he feels great. I just know he must feel great. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my husband has signaled that the food is ready. Thank God, I'm starving. I'm going to go ahead eat, and then we're gonna catch some Beyond the Gates, and then I'm gonna get in bed because it's been a long day. I want to thank everybody who always comes through. I've been coming live daily since December 1st. It is my attempt to continue to do this until I can't do this anymore. I came a little early today because I know Miss View likes to catch me earlier, and I wanted to just give a little bit of a different schedule today and keep it nice and easy. Miss View, I did my video yesterday. Miss View, the girls are mad. The girls are mad, Miss View. Some hit dogs hollered. And the crazy thing is, Miss View, I wasn't even talking about them. I was talking about the universal you. But if you feel hit and hollered, that is on you. That is on you, because I never mentioned any names. I'm gonna play them games too where I don't mention no names. They mad, y'all. They mad. Why they mad? They are big homosexual man mad about it. They will get over. They will get over. They talked about, I was helicoptering because the Lord told me not to drop down. They was watching you, Miss View. They was watching me, watch you, watch us, watching everybody, the interactions, and then they felt hit. But I wasn't even talking about them because I'm good for mentioning names, Miss View. When I really want to send a message, I'll put the name on the title. I ain't never been scared of mentioning a name. Why? Why y'all done better than me? Drop a bomb on that. Why should I be concerned? We're not even in the same tax bracket. Heck, the bodies. Body, yaddy, yaddy. You hold up your resume, hold up my resume. It don't match. The areas that should be more elevated, the areas that are, the bodies, the amount of men that have been inside this body, you can't even match me with that. You got all the bodies. You got all the bodies. You made it a career. Prostitution whore. So why Anyway, this wasn't, I don't know what this was, but I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Thank you for catching the replay. Food is ready, my love. Oh, thank you, my husband, the Incredible Hulk, and he says hello, Miss View, and hello, love Blake. Everybody, have a good night. I will see you guys again tomorrow. I'm coming through with a story. I have a whole thing. Yeah, be safe. If you're in the East Coast, stay warm, and if you didn't like it, suffer.